From the News Talk STL studios in St. Louis, it's the Right Mind Show with Todd Showalter. Tonight, Admiral Andy's triumphant return, comedian Anthony Rogers, children's story book time with Adrienne, and the Right Mind studio band, Mitch Murphy and the Murphy Tones. Now, putting the fun in your dysfunctional world, here's your host, Todd Showalter.
Boy, I gotta tell you, my friend, I mean, sometimes you just catch me by surprise. I mean, you're like actually as inappropriate as I am. I mean, I say I'm coming in here today, and this the gold tower at Westport. You know, they have this. It's the Rawlings headquarters now. So they
Mr. Baseball is there.
Mr. Baseball. They installed this giant. I mean, I'm talking huge baseball glove on the roof to show that we're Rawlings and we make baseball gloves. And all of a sudden we start talking that it's a good thing it's not a gynecologist headquarters, because what would they put up there?
This glove is 30 feet tall, looks like it's seen better days, it's beat up, looks like my mom's glove when I came out.
Change the subject. It's Thanksgiving coming up. This is our big Thanksgiving show. I'm thankful for you, my friend. How'd that sound?
Well, speaking of being thankful for you and food, we did go out to our lovely meal at Bartolino's.
Yes, we did.
Because we wanted to check in on the little barrel that's out there for the food drive. The
we
News
did.
Talk STL is doing a big food drive. We've partnered with Bartolino's, and I said, Todd, let's go check in on the food drive and then accidentally get some $30 lasagna while we're there.
Yeah, right.
And it's so effortless when we're together. Your wife, my lady, we're just so funny together, and we had a good waitress that night.
She was good,
We had
wasn't
Susie,
she?
and Susie at Bartolino South was just rolling with the silliness that you were bringing to the table.
Well, I wasn't trying to be silly. The people just think I'm silly. Like, ordering my dinner. I don't know why that was so hysterical. But I think it was the fact that it was probably because our wives were giving us shoulder massages during the entire meal. I think that's kind of probably made her feel uncomfortable. And that was what the silliness was that was coming out of her. Do you think?
You made her guess your name.
I know.
And
I do that to everyone.
She came up with a bunch of generic ones, and you
Right.
said, would Bob have a mullet?
That's exactly
Are you
right.
serious, Susie?
And
Get out of here with that.
John, I mean, have you ever seen a John with a mullet?
You had already introduced me as Joey. And then she guessed Joe. And you think two Joes would hang out together?
What the heck? Now I'm starting to get a little angry, I tell you. Crazy, but it was a good time.
Yeah, we brought canned goods to donate to the food drive, and I had them on the table so we could get all the credit. I wanted everyone to see that we had brought canned goods. They tried to charge us a corkage fee.
Well, you know what?
For the beans?
I would have done it. It would have been a lot cheaper than that meal, but it was good, and I had leftovers. In fact, I think they're still in my car if you want them.
If they had a candle at the table instead of one of those little touch lamps, I would have actually put the can on top of the candle and cooked some beans over the fire like back in the old days.
Yeah, but you couldn't have stolen it like I stole that little lamp that they had. Otherwise, if I had stolen a candle, it would have probably caught my pants on fire. But that fit very conveniently inside my coat.
The water girl almost murdered herself when she was going around the edge of the table to refill our waters.
Yes.
Because it's so dark in these Italian restaurants.
Yeah.
She tripped over my lady's purse. And I thought, why don't you just turn the lights on in this place? No one can read their freaking menus. You see Todd over here with his readers on.
Exactly.
His little peepers.
And I even
flashlight on his phone. Like, hey, what's ensalada?
That's what I said. Or a penne? Penne? What's the heck?
How big is a penne?
I'll show you a
Do you
penne.
have more than one? Is it multiple pennes?
They don't make pennes anymore. What's this stuff you're all hot and bothered about, the old Shakespeare stuff? I come in here today and you're all... I mean, people get mad about the weather. They get mad about the economy. They get mad about Trump. Not you, my friend. You get upset about Shakespeare. What is wrong and what happened?
There's a new Shakespeare movie out, and I went to a screening of it. It's called Hamnet.
Hamnet.
And it's about the true story, I think, of William Shakespeare abandoning his family so he can go write plays in the woods with a bunch of dudes.
Right.
I don't think he was that straight, is what I'm trying to get
at. So he
has an ear.
Okay.
He has an earring. He wears leather.
Oh.
He's got a hot wife that he's like, nah, thank you.
That's what that is.
So I watched this Hamnet movie, and I about near dang fell asleep.
Oh,
and I look over when the movie ends, and my girl at the end of the 2 hours is weeping her freaking eyes out.
About what? That you were still there?
That she loved this Hamnet movie so much.
Hamnet?
I thought we were on different planets. I was thinking, what movie did she just see? Now, I have maybe been scarred. When I was in junior high, we had to read Julius Caesar, and the teacher starts it off hot. He says,
Boring.
if any of you people fall asleep while I teach this wonderful literature called Julius Caesar,
Right.
you will get detention. Immediately, I fall asleep and I'm woken up
Really?
by slam on the desk
Oh.
with a detention slip.
Good
and ever
for you.
since then, I've hated Shakespeare. Watching a Shakespeare movie is like watching a foreign film, but they
Yep.
don't have the subtitles on.
Yeah.
They're trying to tell you it's English, but I don't think so.
I told you, though, my friend, I used to be the master thespian.
As
and
someone with films on his license plate.
I do have films on my license plate. It's not like a film, like, oh, what's that gross film?
plaque, yeah.
It's actually like the name on there. It says films. But I actually did think Shakespeare, okay, as a master thespian back in the day. And the thing is, with Shakespeare, you can't fake it. You can't ad lib. You have to make sure that you get your lines exactly right, which is why I always played the goat. Okay, I never forgot.
Midsummer's Night's Dream, a little orgy goat.
That's what. Okay, so I am now going to recite my Shakespeare. So you give me a line from Shakespeare, to be or not to be, or something like that. Just say that, and then I will give you my line that I was always the same character. So you start, and I will respond with my line.
Get thee to a nunnery. There we go.
You see, and that was it. I never, to this day, and every show. Now, say we were doing, you said Hamlet before. Say, okay, Macbeth. Okay, let's do a scene from Macbeth now. Okay.
To live, to die is to give, and to whatever.
See, and every show,
That damn goat.
I said, and I knew my lines. It was flawless, and that's why I don't do Shakespeare anymore. But I do petting zoo shows. I do that,
Speaking of freaky deaky sex scenes,
Freaky deaky.
in this Hamnet movie, he pulls up his wife and plops her right on the kitchen counter, butt sitting there on the corner, and they just do it right there in the kitchen counter.
Really, that's what we do.
And
in
you know
my
why
house.
everyone died in the 1500s? Because they were
Why?
having booty stuff on the kitchen counter, and everyone got E. coli.
Oh, is that it?
You'd think maybe everyone would survive a little bit longer if you didn't wipe your butt on the counter where everyone's trying to eat.
It looks like
Not
the
hot, not
top
romantic.
Of the gold tower. Well, the thing is, though, do you ever notice in these movies they have like these sex scenes that are just impossible to do? For example, have you ever with the lovely Erica? Just share this with us, will you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, have you ever had like really hot sex in the shower? Because it's dang near impossible. I have a hard time just by myself doing that. Okay, but when you're actually with someone in the shower doing it, I mean, they're always making it. Who does that? I mean, it's like you're dropping the soap and you got water in your eyes and everything's getting in your eyes. It's just if I don't really know because I've never had, like I said, I've only been by myself. But have you ever had this opportunity?
I tried it, but it gets so hard, especially because
when?
the water weighs down the bloomers and the petticoats and the dress and the top. There's a lot of layers when we do it because
a lot of layers. So
it's the 1500s that we're doing the role playing.
And so you take that all into the shower.
You got the bodice, you got the corset, you got the brassiere, you got the hairnet, all of that stuff. It just becomes cumbersome when you're in the shower trying to do that.
But you're saying in the Shakespeare thing, they had another one of these things that would have been highly uncomfortable to do. Mm-hmm. And so you're watching a Shakespeare dirty movie. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and it looks cheap as heck too because they could have filmed this at any Ren Fair. These rundown, ramshackle buildings. It's like if you zoomed out a little bit, you'd see the turkey leg stand next to Six Flags St. Louis. This Hamnet movie, I guarantee you, is going to be nominated for an Oscar because the woman in it did a poop baby in the middle of the woods.
Poop baby?
Yeah.
What the heck is a poop baby?
She went into the middle of the woods, popped a squat, and a baby came out.
Get out of here.
And because she had a blood-curdling scream, people say that's acting worthy of a nomination.
Oh, boy. So it's like,
I don't think so.
My grandfather, by the way, I'm going to be a grandfather. I'll talk about that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But when my grandfather, Chief, that's me. But he would tell me all these stories that now I can share with my grandchildren eventually. But he would sit me on his knee and he said, they call me Lucky Boy. And at this point, my grandmother's screaming, "Don't tell him this story. You know why they call me Lucky Boy?" And I say, "No, Grandpa. Why?" I actually call him Papu. Why do you call me? Why were you Lucky Boy? And he says, "Because if I was born 2 inches further back, I would have been a turd." On that note,
So go and watch the Shakespeare movie so that you can at least get a Jeopardy question right in a couple of years.
Right.
Well, Jesse Buckley was nominated for Pooping in the Woods.
But that's just it. You've got all these Oscar crap that they do. I mean, it's all these movies that you don't even enjoy. What was the one with the deaf people?
Coda.
Coda.
Children of Deaf Adults, Coda.
Right. And didn't that win?
That won because people cried at the end. It was such a mediocre film that everyone gave it a 5 out of 10, and that put it past the finish line.
Well, you being the consummate movie reviewer, when is the last time we saw a movie that I was like, wow, that was really good, that actually won? Because it's always something stupid that you don't want to see, or normally, unless you were dragged there to torture to watch, you wouldn't want to watch it anyway. What is the last, you as a movie reviewer person that you are, what is the last good movie that was actually worth watching that won an award?
Well, I don't think it's been since 1927 when Wings won the very first Oscar ever. It was a silent film about planes, and I've always just been a big fan of planes.
I thought that was
It's been downhill
show.
Since 1920. They tried to turn it into a TV show with words. No,
it
didn't work. Keep it silent.
In the meantime, I am Todd Showalter along with my bestest buddy, Joey V. This is The Right Mind Show. Happy Thanksgiving almost. We'll be right back.
Coming up next on The Right Mind Show with Todd Showalter, Admiral Andy talks baseball, military, and medicine. Welcome back to The Right Mind Show with Todd Showalter on News Talk STL. And now a man who goes to baseball games primarily for the belly itching, Todd Showalter.
Hey, we're back. I'm Todd Showalter along with my bestest buddy, Joey V. And my other good buddy is, I can't believe he's here, Joey. He walks in, he's docked the boat, he's brought Alma with him. Admiral Andy alive in the flesh. Oh, on Thanksgiving week. How are you, my friend?
Aloha.
Oh, we've missed you.
Wait a minute.
We've missed you. It doesn't matter. It's just to see you sitting here in the flesh. What do you call it? Dry dock? Is that what you call it? Or is that like a disease or something? I don't know. It doesn't matter. You are here. How have you been? How is this giant, 2-year deployment that you've been on?
Well, to be perfectly honest and straight up, I've been busier than a cat covered in feces.
Okay. Well,
See, I behaved.
Wonderful. That was good because you walked in here. You said, on my show we get to drop, the F-bomb and all these dirty words. You asked me, is that going to be a problem? And I said no, because Joey over here knows how to do the beep button the entire time.
Nothing's off the table with his show.
Nothing's off the table.
Nothing.
That's the name of
Absolutely.
your show too.
Correct, sir.
And I got to tell you, every time I watch it, it just keeps getting better and better and better. How's it going?
Who's paying you to say that?
Actually, it says here on the notes, I will pay you in Aldi snacks. And anyway, how's it going?
We're finally getting back around to getting shows produced again because
right.
We had the huge break. Baseball season.
Right.
Baseball in our house is life.
I know. And you're even an umpire.
I'm an umpire. I haven't umpired as many games this year because I stuck my foot in my mouth.
What did you do? That sounds painful.
It was, especially I'm not very flexible. But
Right.
anyway.
Like Tarantino over here, sucking on toes or something. What's he talking about?
Enough of your Shakespeare, though, buddy.
That's-
Back to the show.
that's creepy.
What?
That's creepy. I took over my son's travel team.
So you actually are a coach now. You're not just so it's convenient when you're the umpire and the coach. Now, do you throw the games?
No, of course not.
Oh wait, so you how do you do that? So you're coaching and umpiring?
Well, I just don't umpire his games.
So so you do these at different times.
Yes.
I was under the thought rather that you were coaching as you were umpiring, because I bet you would have a heck of a record if that were the case.
Better believe it.
There's been a lot of gambling scandals lately about baseball players who will throw bad pitches on purpose, or basketball players that'll miss a free throw. It's crazy how gambling has gone and taken over the thing that we love most, sports. It's not getting into the Little League travel teams, is it? Can you bet on that?
I'm sure you can bet on anything.
Yeah,
probably.
Prop bets.
No, I haven't really seen any of that.
Well, so you actually coach this team as a traveling team. Now, is it one of these teams as us in the in the club know? Is it a select team or is it a general team?
They call it a select team.
Okay.
So here's what happened.
Right. Why don't you preface what that is
Yeah,
for all the people that are home going, what the heck does that mean?
I really don't know.
Okay.
I kind of fell right into this.
A lot more money is what it is.
That's exactly
a
what
lot
it
more
means.
money. Yeah. I remember because Blake, he was a Mr. Baseball star, and he went right to select, and that means we're going to select more out of your wallet.
That's correct.
And it was like, you can't just have one. See, when I played ball, and I'm not going to make this all about me. If you remember well, it usually was the case, but I've been to therapy for this now, and I'm going to let you talk more.
Oh, that poor
But
therapist.
we had a T-shirt. We had a ratty T-shirt that we would turn in at the end of the season. We would share a bat. We would share a helmet. We'd share. Now, when Blake was playing on the select team, he had like a practice uniform. He had a home uniform, away uniform,
It's
an all-star uniform.
ridiculous,
He
man.
had a whole wardrobe of all these.
So ridiculous.
So you're in the same boat now
Yes.
too. Okay, so tell us about it.
So-
Are you broke?
Oh God, man.
The endorsements must be coming in like crazy.
Yeah,
Snacks from
well-
Aldi that want to be sponsored.
Well,
Guys,
would think.
nuts.
Yeah, nuts. I like that.
That is nuts. So the team, he was on this team, my son, and the coach that he had some pretty serious health issues.
Okay.
So
All right. Okay.
nothing was taught. No
nothing's-
fundamentals.
Okay,
nothing.
that's what you took over.
Yes.
So this is like a movie. So you have these these kids that don't know anything. It's like,
Ragtag.
yeah, we're
No.
living there. They're smoking cigarettes, drinking out of like bottles and stuff.
It
And then
is.
Andy comes along to take over the team. Go ahead.
It is very Bad News Bears-esque.
Pitcher
However,
comes in on his motorcycle,
However-
tears up the
Yeah.
green.
the difference is these kids have talent,
Oh, okay. Well, that's helpful.
but they weren't being mentored properly. They weren't being coached, and they definitely weren't being taught.
We're going to segue to another. You're umpiring now. So now, when you're not doing the coaching, you're umpiring, but you're teaching umpires, correct?
Correct.
So you teach people how to call balls and strikes.
Yes.
Now, what would be the first step? Now, see, I show up, okay, and I'm saying, hey, teach me how to be an umpire. What would be the first thing that you would teach me?
The first thing that we would do is what we like to call the daily six.
Okay, what's
And
that?
What that is your mechanics.
Okay.
How you call a ball and strike. Safe, out, fair, foul. So it's basically like a drill, if you will.
A drill. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll have you out there. I'll have you doing that,
Okay.
and then we're gonna make you think. We'll give you a scenario.
Okay.
We'll make you think. We'll have you call it, and if you get it right, we move on. If you don't, we'll have a little remedial.
Gotcha.
There can't be any ambiguity with these calls. I mean,
Right.
you have to have the right hand signal that everyone in the stands can see and
Yes.
people can hear.
Yes.
You can't waffle on this. You can't whiffle.
You can't wiffle if you're waffling,
No,
otherwise you're playing wiffle ball with a waffle, and you don't want to do that. So you're basically teaching these, and by the way, you're teaching veterans,
Yes.
correct? Okay, so which is very therapeutic. So explain that a little bit.
Not just veterans. It's wounded warriors.
But are they still in
So-
the service?
No, well, every now and then we'll get somebody that's still in active duty that's just about to retire. But
Okay.
for the most part, no, it's veterans. So
Okay, okay.
and we screen very heavily.
Okay.
Wounded veterans isn't necessarily always physical wounds.
Right.
There's a lot of mental wounds,
Sure, yeah.
unseen wounds. So what we do is we take baseball and we use that as a conduit, as an excuse, if you will, to get these veterans together, to give them that sense of camaraderie that they've been missing since they've been out.
Right,
Give them
right.
a sense of purpose, a renewed sense of purpose. Give them a skill that they can take back and rejoin their community.
Right, right. Okay, and that's very important because I was talking with you earlier, and you said you don't want to get too deeply into it, but I watched what was the name of it? It was on Netflix. It was about the SEALs that had been through a lot of post-traumatic situations in Afghanistan and some of the therapeutic things that they were doing. But the reason I won't go deeply into it, but until you see, if you're an outsider who is not, has not been in the military or a veteran and been in one of these situations, I don't think a lot of people understand just how traumatic some of these things are. And then a lot of these people would actually go back for additional tours just not because they were being patriotic. They were obviously, but a lot of the reason was because coming home, they just didn't know how to fit in anymore. And it's just a lot of mental anguish that I personally didn't realize all the stuff that they go through. And I don't know, you spent the whole life in the military. Do you deal with that with the outside people? Do you think people understand just how traumatic it is?
Hell no.
No, I don't think
No
you
clue.
do. I don't think they do. And I think they, oh, well, he went off, he did this. It's like, World War II, and he went off, he doesn't want to talk about it. But, so now, but nowadays, it is finally coming out, just through whether it's like Netflix or other programs and stuff, of all the trauma that these guys go through and women go through. How do you deal with that? Do you think there's more of an awareness now? I'm not asking how you personally deal with it, but what do you think that shift is? Do you think people are in general are more aware of just how traumatic this is?
I think awareness is the key.
Okay,
Explain that. We have to educate the population. Now, here's where the hard part comes in, because less than 1% of the American population serves their country.
Right.
Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
So we're taking that small fraction, and we're expecting the larger fraction to understand what we're going through when they haven't been through it.
Right.
So I think absolutely awareness is key, getting it out there, helping people understand what veterans are going through. We went through a 20-year war.
Right, yeah.
20 years.
Well, and that's just it. And when they were talking about, again, on the show, and I won't go too deeply into it, that's what they were saying. Just it went on and went on, but they were coming back and they were using different types of treatments. In this situation, they were hallucinogenics, where they would be immersed in this situation where they would be almost like out of body experiences, and they were able to see things from an outsider looking in, and it helped them cope with these things. But the fact that you needed to do these things. And they were explaining what they were doing this for, some of the things that they went through, that they just became desensitized to death and things like that, and horrible killings. But then when they had to come back into the real world and function, that stuff doesn't go away. That stuff comes back, and that's it with you forever. I personally can't imagine how somebody would. I just don't know. Do you just become? How do you do it? What? How does somebody go about with their regular life after that?
If I had the answer for you, I'd be a whole different man. I don't know. They don't know. I will say this, though. I am a big supporter of the holistic approach.
Okay.
Instead of just throwing pills at you. I'll share something with you. I'll break a wall down.
Okay.
You may lose some listeners over this, or they may say, don't ever bring that guy back. But I tried everything, man. I was on 4 different psych meds. Uh-huh. I wasn't me. I was walking around in a daze,
right,
and in a fog, a brain fog, every day.
Uh-huh.
Constantly angry, constantly depressed. I think the pills made it worse.
Right.
I'm still not the same person I was.
Right.
When I left home at 18, and I'll never be the same person. None of us will. That's the risk that we accept, and we understand it, and I would gladly do it again. However, the meds, they were killing me, man.
Sure.
Killing me. Not good thoughts in my head. May or may not have done some things that I probably shouldn't have done, but a friend of mine told me to try marijuana.
Uh-huh. Now,
I've been pretty conservative my whole life.
Right.
I grew up with the fear of even being around that stuff, So I was like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. You know what? That's granted. It's legal here now. Whatever. I just don't know, man. I fell under the I don't know what you want to call it. The umbrella of weed's bad. It's the devil's lettuce. It's it's for racists.
Right.
And blah
right.
blah 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 blah.
Right.
So I started doing some research.
Uh-huh.
Israel's got over 20 years of research now on marijuana and PTSD.
Right.
The effects. We are finally getting around to it in this country, although it's hard to get the research done because federally it's still illegal. So you can't get any grants for it. All that to say that I broke down and I tried it because I found out the effects that people are having, the medicinal effects. For example, Parkinson's disease.
Right, right.
The horrible, horrible tremors. You can see it right in front of your face. The people shaking, they take their weed, whether it's a gummy, whether it's the actual flower, whatever the case may be, and the tremors stop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
And that's not placebo effect.
Right, and that's just it. And I think I don't know if you could take it back to the pharmaceutical companies saying like, well, that's not something we're selling, so we don't have anything to do with it. I'm not going to go down that road. But the thing is, you're right, and it's not just. I mean, this doesn't have to be all about pot and marijuana, but I mean, it has other positive effects besides just what you're saying.
Tons.
And it's just like you said. I mean, I think it's just basically an image put out there. I personally don't use it, but I know I have family members that do, and it helps them with depression and helps with a lot of different things. And that, again, goes back to some of the more unorthodox things that this show was talking about, that they were talking about hallucinogenics and things like that. And people, and even the veterans in the program were saying, oh, wow, this is like really out there. Like, what is this, like the 60s type of thing? But once they did it, and I don't want to say they're experimental, but they're just things that have been out there that people have been reluctant to try. It's amazing some of the ways that these people benefited. So what you're saying is even on a smaller scale with marijuana, that helped you. And there's nothing wrong with that. Well, I would say, how can anybody, I think the stuff that you've been through and these veterans have been through, I don't want to hear what the hell somebody has to say. I say do anything you can to feel better.
Well, I'll tell you what, since I started using, I no longer take those psych meds. I'm off of all 4 psych meds. I haven't had a nightmare since. It reduces my anxiety. The other thing is, when I got sick with COVID, it really messed me up. So I'm nauseous all the time. All the time.
Really?
I could be starving, sit down and eat, take a bite. It's gone.
Because of COVID or because of anxiety?
No, I never had this before until COVID.
Okay.
So the marijuana, they've researched enough where they use it with cancer patients. That's
sure.
That's out there. It's published.
Right.
It's synthetic. It's called Marinol. However, it takes the nausea away.
Yeah.
Nothing else takes it away. Yeah, I took the ODT under your tongue.
Right.
The Zofran, everything. Nothing touched it. Do I just take a little tiny hit? I don't even feel the effects of it. The nausea's gone.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think there's a lot of stuff like that out there. I mean, going back again to this show, I mean, you're talking about the venom of like some type of frog or something that people are like, what the heck is this? But these things, but this stuff cured these people. I mean, apparently. So there are things out there. I mean, do you think looking down the road, especially all the stuff that you're doing, and you're doing a lot of, hands-on therapeutic things, obviously, with the umpires and things, but do you think that's going to become more mainstream? I mean, do you think that's going to just be accepted more than it is maybe right now?
I certainly hope so.
Yeah,
because the effects are there. It's documented.
Right.
They're doing great work. There's a lot of medical doctors that are very involved with this.
Okay,
researching it. I'm not opposed to it at all. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to do it myself.
Sure, because
the THC helps. No nightmares, helps with anxiety, but it doesn't do anything for depression.
Right.
And the depression is a symptom of the PTSD.
Absolutely. Well, and that's just, and again, I don't see, I mean, with everything, we should we have such gratitude for the veterans, and we wouldn't have a country without them. And for everything that you guys do, I mean, I just think people ought to embrace anything they can to help you guys, and especially the more stuff that we see coming out and especially the whole accepting thing. I mean, you go back to, we were talking about Vietnam with, go home baby killer and all that stuff, but people just don't understand. And these people are putting their lives on the line, literally like giving their lives away for our country. And I just think personally that they should be allowed to do whatever it takes to get them back on a healthy front. So,
I agree.
Right.
What I'd really like to see is better treatment of the veterans.
Yeah.
Not necessarily by the community, by our government.
Yeah.
We're used and abused. Once you're done, once you're out, government doesn't care about you at all.
Well, we got to go to break here pretty soon, but about that, though. I mean, because you've got all this stuff. One of the things that really irked me was about all the illegals who are over here. Okay, we got to give them, housing. We got to give them food. We got to give them all this stuff. But they don't do that for the veterans. You got homeless veterans living on sidewalks. How in the heck? And I know we're really going a different direction now. But I mean, how, to me, as a veteran, when you see actual veterans like living homeless, when our government is turning around wanting to put illegals up in hotels in New York City. How does that hit you?
I don't know if you notice I'm sitting here fidgeting. It really boils my freaking blood, man.
Right. Well, I don't want to get you too hot and bothered here because this is a Thanksgiving happy show. We missed you. Tell you what, we're going to go to break. We're going to bring back Anthony Rogers. He's a comedian. He's going to try to make things a little bit lighter. But in the meantime, I am Todd Showalter along with my bestest buddy Joey V and my other good buddy Admiral Andy. This is The Right Mind Show. We'll be right back.
Coming up next on The Right Mind Show with Todd Showalter, world-famous comedian Anthony Rogers. Welcome back to The Right Mind Show with Todd Showalter on News Talk STL. And now a man who donates thousands of his Instagram followers every holiday season to the charity called Likes of Love, Todd Showalter.
Hey, we're back. I'm Todd Showalter along with my bestest buddy Joey V and Admiral Andy in the house. And now on the line, straight back from Vegas, Boca, his giant national tour, we got Anthony Rogers. How are you, my friend?
Hey, good, man. I don't think it was a giant national tour. I only went like 3 states, but it was fun, you know?
Well, I got to tell you, I mean, I think I want to. I just can't wait to get the answer to this. Out of the, which was the more jumping joint? Was it Vegas or Boca?
Yeah, Vegas is way more fun. We went during Halloween. It was fun. It was with the Fremont Street on Halloween, so it was like, I mean, like Times Square, New York City population, just like so many people there.
Okay, so I mean, Andy's over here. He wants to ask you a question.
What would you say to somebody that's thinking about getting into stand-up?
Oh,
I hope you put like 10 years together. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's not that, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it takes forever and it doesn't pay at all in the beginning. And then like, I mean, if you're in for money, don't do it. But if you're not in for money, then you'll love it.
There you go.
Brother, I'm retired. I've got money coming in until the day I die. I'm not worried about that.
What a brag.
Well,
Okay.
In your situation, too many shows you can. Like, don't do open mics. Open mics are just, open mics like is a weird thing. Comedians think you have to do those. I would just do as many shows as you can. Jump on as many shows as you can. If you're already financially secure, then who cares? And just jump on every single show you possibly can. Like, ask people that do comedy, like, can I jump on, blah, blah. Like, I feel like open mics are just like, it's like low energy practice. You're just like telling 5 other comedians and a bartender your joke, basically. And like, you're just telling your competition your jokes, basically.
Yeah, well,
so I feel like if you do shows, that's good.
Well, and you've risen up the ladder. You've got I think you're up to 18 billion followers at this point, which is insane. I mean, it's like you need one of those McDonald's signs, over Anthony Rogers, over 16 billion served. But I mean, this is taking, you were down in Boca too. Now, I think I brought up on an earlier show, I know Boca because, my grandparents used to live down there. I used to make fun of Boca because it used to be like a retirement community, but now Boca's become big. Now apparently New York City, all the big financial people are going to move down there. I mean, what was that like? I mean, is it still kind of like the geezer city, or is it really turned around? How was Anthony Rogers accepted, and what was the reception like in Boca?
Oh, the show went well, but dude, Boca's kind of ghetto. I thought it was like a rich town, but like it's kind of ghetto. Like they had like
ghetto.
I went to like a Burger King. They had like the door locked with like a homeless person inside. I'm just like, what? I'm like, why'd you lock the door with them on the inside? That made no sense. And I'm just like, I don't know. I had to knock from to let me into a Burger King. It was just like, it's super ghetto out there. I felt like in that town, in that part of there.
Boca's gone ghetto. What did they do with all the old geezers? Did they kill them?
I guess they just died.
They all died.
All their grandkids ruined it. And all their grandkids ruined it. I don't know.
Wow. Okay, so this is a whole new news flash because when my grandparents, they died, and so, I mean, they're obviously not there anymore. So you're saying all the old geezers died and the kids took over and turned it into a ghetto.
It seems ghetto. There's still some old people there, but it was, for being such a rich city, it seems super ghetto. Like, I felt like.
A ghetto
Hawaii
rich
was like
city.
that too.
Well,
I like Hawaii's like that too. Like Maui's like that too. Like, I mean, there's like certain towns that are like everything's expensive, but there's like a bunch of weird problems.
Now, let's talk. Have you done any shows in Hawaii by any chance? Or are you just.
Yeah.
Okay, you have done. Okay, how does it, because here's the thing, Anthony. I mean, my wife, she's like we got to go Hawaii. We got to go to Hawaii. And she's been to Hawaii. I've never really had any desire to go there. Can you either like set me straight or like, I'm straight as it is, but I mean, do I have to go there if I'm going to do something besides doing comedy?
Well, I don't want to get between you and your wife, but honestly, Hawaii sucks. Like I feel like Hawaii sucks a lot. It's like it's
Hawaii
super overrated.
sucks.
It's like a third world country. Everything's expensive. It's like weird.
Hawaii does suck.
Okay, so we got two that Hawaii
Oprah
sucked.
did it. Oprah changed the whole vibe of
You
the
think
island.
Oprah killed it? That's probably it. Yeah,
No.
because Oprah burnt it. Okay, so Oprah ruined it.
And Zuckerberg, yep.
So I don't have to go to Hawaii. Is it? So has Hawaii gotten kind of ghetto too? Would you say?
The parts are, yeah, like the Islanders are like super ghetto and racist. They like hate white people, which is super fun. I think it's funny to be hated for being white, so that makes me laugh. But they're just like, yeah, the Islanders like hate me. They hated me. It felt like the people like from there. They're like, look, you're not from here. I'm like, obviously. Like, what a weird observation. It's like I'm like pale on an island. They're like, you're not from here. I'm like, oh wow, dude. Are you the doctor of this town? Like,
Hey, brother.
You should say no. I'm from the Boca Burger King in the ghetto. Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Hey,
Sir.
brother. You're not from here, gal.
Well, okay, I see these. So you're on the marquee, okay? So I mean, so they were really looking forward to having you there because I saw your pictures. I mean, I don't get on the marquee. I don't even. I had my name on my mailbox at my house and it got scraped off. So you actually had your name on a marquee outside a theater. How did this all come about?
Oh yeah, no, I mean that was my first like headlining theater show. I mean, I think really, I'm usually a bar and grill comedian, so I mean, it was definitely weird doing a theater. It's not as fun, but I like bars more really. But it was all right though, you know.
What is the biggest thing on your plate right now? Are you done like traveling for a while and you're going to focus on that, or what's coming up in the next month or so?
I have two shows this weekend at Missouri Cannabis Fest. I'm doing comedy sets there.
Cannabis Fest? Where's that at?
Look at the Ozarks, the Encore. That's my favorite market. Look at the Ozarks. Like anywhere, I've been to almost everywhere on this side of the hemisphere, and like I like to look at the Ozarks the best.
Well, Andy here, he said he's just talking about how much he loves weed now. So they're having like a big thing in the Lake of the Ozarks. It's called Cannabis Fest, right?
Yeah, Missouri Cannabis. It's called Mo Cannabis Fest. Basically, it's Missouri Cannabis Fest.
Did you know about this, Admiral?
Yeah, I have a friend of mine.
Yeah.
He's on.
Are you going?
Unfortunately not. I have daddy duty. I have to go watch my daughter do her cheer competition.
Just leave and say I got wasted.
Probably more important.
I like not sleeping on the couch.
Oh, okay.
So. It's definitely more important to spend time with your family than go to a cannabis fest. So I'm glad you're doing that.
Well, no, you give the kids like, I'm sorry, I couldn't come to parent-teacher conference. I was getting baked at Cannabis Fest. Yeah, or Cannabis Fest, not Cannibal Fest. That's
Cannibal Fest. That's next year.
Cannibal Fest is what Joey and I are doing. Yeah, it's like.
No, I've got a friend. He's on Instagram. He goes under the title 420 Chief.
420 Chief.
He's a retired Navy chief, and now he's getting into the cannabis business. So,
all right,
check him out. He's more so on the holistic side, veterans, helping veterans at that angle. But yeah, check him out.
Okay. Well,
I'm on the exact opposite side where it's like getting high. I'm on the exact opposite side.
What do you got coming up for the holidays? What do you got coming up? Anything big?
Oh, yeah, I'm actually just in town for the holidays. I'm hanging out with all my family and stuff. I like, my mom's side, my dad's side, my wife's side of the family. So I'm just kind of hanging out with everybody and that's why I basically have 2 more shows this year, and then I'm basically just hanging out. I'll probably do my podcast, but I'm probably just hanging out for the holidays. I'm excited about it, honestly. Like I just hang out with all my family and friends and stuff.
Well, I got a great idea. Can you come into studio sometime between now and the end of the year, like for the holidays? Because,
yeah, of course.
Okay, because you're doing if you do that, you're doing Cannabis Fest. There is a big elderly pharmaceutical manufacturer in this building. So maybe since you've got that background with Cannabis Fest, you could just do Geezer Geriatric Pharmaceutical Fest. Maybe we could put that together.
I pretty giving out Pfizer bills. Seriously,
I can see it now.
I don't know how that works.
Whole new commercials.
They have a pharmacist here that delivers to old people, and so I don't know I guess they have special drugs. I don't know. Down in Boca, they're all dead, and so I mean, maybe we could put something together for you over the holidays where you could headline that. What do you say?
I don't think I'd ever headline a pharmaceutical festival.
Well, and it's geezers too. It's old people. I mean, you got the people in Boca, you got the old people here with the pharmaceutical thing. It'd be a perfect fit.
We could redo that '80s commercial. I've fallen and I don't give a shit.
That's Andy again.
That's hilarious.
You got any last words before we let you go? It's always a pleasure to have you on.
What you said that makes it sound like I'm going to die. So give me last words.
Well, that's just it.
I hope these are my last words.
Would you like would you like say anything? Would you like a cigarette or anything before we we put the hood on your head?
No, just thanks for having me on, man. I'll jump on in person if it sounds fun, man. Just let me know.
All right, buddy. Bye bye. All right. Well, that was kind of a different Anthony Rogers experience with everybody. Did you have what was your take on that?
Oh, it seems like he is sharp as a tack, and what he did in Florida is something he regrets and doesn't want to tell us about. He wasn't sharing any of the details of the blue hairs and what he did to him.
I know. I think he's pretty much I think he went down there to be a gigolo in Boca. You know, those are big down there. I say, you know.
Big bucks in Boca.
What we're going to do now is we're going to try to get a hold of, she's tried to get a hold of me for quite some time now. Her name is Adrienne. I don't know if she's even going to answer the phone, but she's a children's book writer.
Oh, boy.
And she's wanted to promote her book. I don't know anything about what it's about or what she's going to talk about because she won't get back to me as far as what that is. But we're going to try her right now and see if she answers.
Hey, this isn't going to violate any of my 250 feet rule, is it?
It may. It could.
Adrienne, I think, is a fan of the show.
Big time.
And knows our reach.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, is this Adrienne?
Yes, this is she.
First, introduce yourself and tell us about your book, my friend. We've known each other a long time.
We have, Todd. Yeah, we have. I was trying to figure out where exactly we met.
Walgreens. It was at Walgreens.
That's what I thought.
I was there because I needed to get my prostate exam, and you said, "Don't worry, I'll do it here for less money," and that's how we got to know each other. And that was before rubber gloves were made.
Delicious.
Overdosed on melatonin and let her go to work.
It was something like that. It was great because I said, Adrienne, I'm going to give you 20 minutes to knock that off. Remember that? Yeah. So.
Not exactly.
Okay.
I didn't. But I know it's been a long time.
This projected you into the children's book world. Tell us about your book.
It's about a lion who has a family.
Okay.
A mother and a father, and he has 2 sisters and 2 brothers.
Okay.
And he's part of a pride, but he's a unique lion. He doesn't look like any of his other brothers, sisters, or mother or father. He's white. Okay. All white.
If I'm a parent, I'm buying this for my kids. What do I want them to take away from this? What's the moral of the story, so to speak?
That it teaches you lessons about life and friendship.
Okay.
And it teaches you about facts about animals and how they, how they function in their environment.
How's it going? How long has it been out, and how can people get a hold of it?
It's been out for a couple of years, which I'm self-published. And so I wrote it, illustrated it, and I printed it myself. Mm-hmm. And the best way to get a book at this point is for people they can go to my Yahoo website or email. And then they can
email?
just contact. Yeah, my Yahoo. I have a Yahoo account. So it's my first name and then a dot, then Grossman at yahoo.com. Yeah, It's word of mouth, grassroots. And when you're self-published, Todd, it's grassroots is how you grow things.
Yeah, right. Well, we've been talking about grass this entire show. I mean, this is kind of
grass.
I tell you, this has been kind of like the grass segment here for some reason. Okay, so you two are involved with grassroots, which is different than what we were talking about, but in the same vein. Okay, so if people want and what is the title of your book?
Lenny the Lion.
I like that. Lenny the Lion.
Catchy.
Okay, yeah. I like that. Okay, gotcha. Okay, well, we're down to the last few seconds. Give us that email again and spell it out so people know how to get a hold of you if they want to get a hold of it.
It's Adrienne.Grossman at yahoo.com.
Got it. Adrienne Grossman, and she's the author of Lenny the Lion that she also illustrated. Adrienne, it's great to talk with you here. I can't wait to see you back in Walgreens because it's been, it's about that time again. I get my prostate checked every 10 years, so I will be back to visit shortly, okay?
Happy holidays, Todd. Thank you for having me on your show.
You bet. Take care, my friend. Bye-bye. Well, there we go. It's been kind of like this show, is kind of like Thanksgiving itself. You have some of the cranberries, you got the potatoes, you got the turkey. It's kind of all over the board. It's kind of an assortment of things to choose from. Have you not kind of gotten that vibe, my friend?
Yeah, she's better than Bill Shakespeare for sure. Well, I fall asleep instantly when I see some Bill Shakespeare stuff, but Lenny the Lion, I could finish that in one sitting.
I bet you if Lenny the Lion had been in Macbeth and mauled Macbeth, okay, well, do you have any last words? Not that you're dying or anything like Anthony said, but do you have anything else you would like to chime in about before we let you go?
No, I just appreciate y'all having me on again, and it's good to be back. And I've got a little reprieve right now, but January we start back up with winter training season.
All right.
Well, we haven't brought her up all show, so we're going to mention Todd's wife, and she had something to say specifically to you, Admiral Andy.
Oh, boy.
She did.
I'm in trouble now.
She did.
So I'm going to play it for you, and it's going to be great. You guys ready?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Here it
Let me
comes.
sit down
Here-
for this
Here
one.
it comes.
Be nice to Admiral Andy.
Yes. Last thing she said. She said, whatever you do, if you're a smart A with him, I'm really going to be mad at you. Be nice to Admiral Andy.
Words from a very wise woman.
That's right. So there you go. That's her. I mean, people say she doesn't exist. There she is, and I can't bring her up on the show, but she just jumped in and said a few words. So there she is. Do you have anything else to say before we head off for our big Thanksgiving?
I had a great time.
Do you have a good time?
Thank you, Admiral Andy, for coming in.
Thank both of you. I had an amazing
You have a good time. You have a good time.
We hadn't
Good time.
seen Admiral Andy, but he immediately came in for the hug, and that's what I love.
I like that too. And Norma, the dog, is here and is doing this wonderful thing to my leg, and I'm just enjoying it immensely. I'm going to finish the show and let Alma finish up. Well, you know what I always say, don't you?
I do.
If you don't
have a right mind,
if you don't have a right mind, you don't have a mind at all. Until next time, I am Todd Showalter, along with my bestest buddy Joe A.V. and my other good buddy Admiral Andy. This is The Right Mind Show. Until next time, bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to The Right Mind Show with Todd Showalter. To find out about all things Todd, go to toddsprod.com. We will see you next Saturday night at 5 p.m. right here on 101.9 94.1 News Talk STL, and always streaming online at newstalkstl.com.